And I'm gonna check when you come back. You should be able to do vehicle finance. You should be able to do logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is set theory. It's basically chapter 3. Remember the truth tables? Do you remember that? Does that ring a bell? Set Venn diagrams? Yeah? All of that stuff is in there. And then the finance is your TVM solvers, right? Your simple interest, compound interest, rule of 72, all of that stuff. That's all part of that. Your remember the financial ratios, the GDSR, TDSR, DER, all that stuff. I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to sound smart. I know my stuff, you know. But don't be too overwhelmed. I just want you to tackle it, right? And then probability. And I know I haven't covered probability, but in probability, there's a lot of chapter 4. What did we do in chapter 4? We just counted the number of ways, right? Number of ways for a password, number of ways to arrange people, words. So a lot of the questions in this probability section are going to be just that, okay? So these are the 3 sections I want you to focus on. Relations and functions, we'll do that when we come back. Like after probability, we'll tackle that. Design and measurement, I'm going to put a question mark there. I have a feeling that some of those questions you will be able to do. What is design and measurement all about? It is exactly that, design and measurement. So there's like a project renovating some sort of room or building a cage, or you'll see if you're interested, you can read it, but I don't expect you to do that. So let's go to probability. So the good news about this exam is you get your formula sheet. I'm not giving you a formula sheet because I think this formula sheet is not the greatest, to be honest. I would like you to have almost everything on your study sheet because you can tell yourself, you can give yourself some hints there. But if you draw blank the day of the exam, there it is. You'll be able to rip it out of the exam booklet. You'll get your own exam formula sheet, which is this one. Let's keep going a few pages. Let's go until we find probability. So probability is on page 14. The nice thing about this exam is, for the most part, it is sectioned off into units. I will tell you that lately they sometimes make one, like especially finance, they kind of bleed one into finance, like one question kind of continues and it becomes a TVM solver question, for example. But other than that, they keep it separate. So probability, okay? Tell me, assuming repetition is allowed, how many different 4-digit codes can be created using these digits? Do you think you could answer that by now? You should be able to answer this one by now. Okay, so that's the kind of question that's going to be in probability. Okay, so do what you can, and then what you can't, obviously I'm not asking you to do that. Okay, this one, for example, by now you should be able to answer this one. Question 8, 16 ducks, 7 are female. What's the probability of selecting a female duck? I mean, I would expect you to know how to do that. Then it says, asks you for the odds, right, way down here. I would expect you to know how to do that. Okay, let's go to question 9. That one is interesting. We're going to mix Venn diagrams with probability. Okay, that's coming your way as well. But I think I can teach you this in a minute. Okay, this part, okay? This is your Venn diagram. Are the 2 activities mutually exclusive? Being in student council or golfing, are these mutually exclusive? Do you remember? Somewhere on your study sheet you should have mutually exclusive. You should have something like that. There should be no overlap if events are mutually exclusive. And this one is obviously not mutually exclusive because they have an overlap, right? So you would just say, are these, explain your reasoning. You would just say, these are not mutually exclusive, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you do the rest. What about this one? Determine the probability that the student selected at random will not participate in either activity. Sean. Oh, you were just... Don't do that, man. I was so excited. Anyways, I'm just kidding. You scratch if you need to scratch. Just don't rip your hair out because I'm bombarding you with things. But what does probability mean again? What goes in the denominator? N, the total, yeah, which is N, universal, yeah. And at the top is, I have to be careful here. I did NA yesterday, right? NA over NU. But right now I have to be careful because A is actually something specific here. But this is just the number of events that they're looking for. Okay? So if you wanted to do probability, how would you get your universal? This, right? You just get your universal. And what about the not participating on either activity? Which number are we going to draw? This one, right? Okay, so I think I'm giving it away a little bit, but that's okay. Once you sit down, sometime in the break, I want you to work through these, okay? A lot of these you can do. I would say most of the questions under probability you will be able to do already after today, okay? Then there's finance. Finance is right after that. You do all the questions in finance, okay? At the very least, finance you should be able to do. So maybe fold the corner on this one so you know where finance is. It's going to be easy for you to find. Oh, I thought somebody was calling me. There's logic. Logic is on page 31. Question 25. So keep flipping till you get to logic, and then fold that corner as well. Page 20. It's page 31, but it's question 25. And now you know why these booklets look scary, right? 1 mark, 1 question, 1 mark, 1 page. Right? So they're never going to fill it up like I do on my tests, right? They're spreading it out. So keep that in mind. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. One more thing I would like you to already do is make sure you take pictures of your study sheets. Any study sheet you have, take pictures, okay? It's painful when you lose it. It really is, okay? So do it like now. Don't be like, oh, I'll get to it. Do it, okay? And then make a nice study sheet maybe already, okay? Any questions before I move on to the next part? Yes. Yes. Yeah, go for it.